Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I prepared this delicious meat pie with Simpson seed. So if you're interested, let's go to my kitchen. So first of all, I place my bowl on top of the service plate before mixing. So I'm going to add 4 cups of flour into the bowl before adding all the dry ingredients. Okay, so after that, the first thing I added is the salt. 1 tablespoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and I added 1 cup of powdered milk. Then I have my baking powder. It's almost 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay, then I added my egg. So I want to add everything before mixing. So here I have the ice because the whole milk that I'm going to use is not cold. So if you have cold whole milk or water, you can use it. Even the one from the freezer, you can use it. So I added 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So here I'm going to add the butter. Okay, then I'm adding 150 gram of the butter. Okay, because I'm not going to use everything. The whole package is 500, but I'm using 150 in this butter. Okay, so now I'm mixing everything together. So if you have mixer, you can use a mixer and mix it. So you can see I'm adding the whole milk. It's cold now because I added ice into it. Okay, meat pie is good when you're mixing it, use cold water or water from the freezer. You know, anything cold water is good for the meat pie for mixing it. So here I'm still mixing everything up until the whole flour mixed up. So after mixing it, I'm going to, press it again to make sure that everything rhymes together. Then I'm going to keep it aside inside the fridge so it will be there. Then let me prepare the sausage that I'm going to use in making it, the meat mice. Okay, so here I added butter into the pan. You can use olive oil or normal groundnut oil or sunflower oil. So I added my ginger and garlic, the one I have already. Okay, so I'm going to fry it about 2 minutes before adding the onions because I like frying my ginger and garlic first before adding other ingredients. Okay, so here I added the onions. So I'm going to fry the onions about 3 to 4 minutes before adding the mice meat. Okay, because we are doing the meat pie. So if you have your meat at home, the one you grinded, you can use it, but normally we use mice meat, the one they did already. Okay, and use it and do the meat pie. So now I'm going to add tomato paste. You know, some people don't use tomato paste, but this one you can see is a special meat pie. So I'm adding tomato paste to do this meat pie, guys. It tastes so nice, very good. The tomato paste gave it a taste and it is colorful. Okay, so after adding the tomato paste, I added my spices. I added dry paprika, nutmeg, thyme, and seasoning. Okay, so after that, I'm going to add carrots because you know carrot is strong. So When I add it, I'm going to stir it about 5 minutes so that it can get soft before adding the Irish potato. Okay, so now I'm going to add the Irish potato into it and stir everything together. Yeah, you can see how beautiful it is. This tomato paste is giving it a beautiful color. So here I have the cornstarch, added water already. So I'm going to pour it into the maize meat. So I'm going to cook it about 5 minutes again before adding the remaining seasoning. Okay, just stir it so that it will not get burned, because the cornstarch make it to be thick. Okay, so then I'm going to leave it to cook. Then I added my seasoning cube. Here I have salt and pepper. Okay, habanero pepper I added. So I'm going to stir everything. You can see the beautiful look is coming out when I added the cornstarch. So I cover it and leave it about 2-3 minutes. Then I stir it again. And now, guys, you can see I'm getting what I want. I don't want it to dry much. I don't want the water to dry. I want, when you are eating this meat pie, it will be melting in your mouth. So you can see that's what I want. I want it to be this way. So even if when you add it into the meat pie, it will not be strong like that. So let's get back to the dough. Yeah. So I'm going to press the dough and cut the dough as well. So I try to put the dry one so that the dough cannot stick on the table. Then here I have one egg. I'll crack it. I'm going to use the egg to rub on the dough so it can stick together, because this pattern of meat pie we're going to do now is the old method, the one we used to do back then without the meat pie presser. Okay, we're going to use it our normal way of doing it in Nigeria. So here is the dough. I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to roll the dough out to get the round, circle I want before cutting it. So this method is easy, but I think that the meat pie presser is more easier. Yeah. So the next time I'm going to do is with the meat pie presser, but now you can see I use my pot cover, the smallest pot I have in the house. I use the measurement to cut it out. It's very easy. So for those that don't have the meat pie cutter, you can use your pot cover plate, the round one, and get the shape that you want. Okay, don't be afraid that I don't have meat pie cover, I can't do my meat pie. No, you can do your meat pie. You can even use your hand and circle it out. So here I put the one meat pie. I want to show you how I did it. So I'm going to do the rest off camera so that I can be fast about it. After that, I use my fork to press it very hard so that the mouth will not open. Okay, so here is the rest of the meat pie coming. Yeah, so here is the rest of the meat pie. I'm going to rub the egg on top of it. You can see I added evaporated milk into it. I did not add whole milk. I added evaporated milk. You know why? Because I want to get this golden color. Okay, I want to get it there. So I'm going to rub it on top of the meat pie before using the fork to open it, so that when the meat pie is cooking, the air will be coming out from there, the vapor will be coming out from the meat pie. So yeah, you can see how I did it with my fork. That's the old method of doing this, but it's nice, to open the meat pie with your fork. So after that, I'm going to add the Simpson seed on top of it. Yes, me, I like Simpson seed very well. So adding it on top of the meat pie makes it so beautiful, tasty. So you can see what I meant by my golden brown. With the Simpson seed on top of it, it was very beautiful, tasty, nice, whatever you call it, that is good. That's what this meat pie tastes. Okay, this is my meat pie. I like my meat pie to get brown. I don't like when my meat pie is white. Some people like it like that, but for me, I like when it's golden brown. So guys, you can see the meat pie, you can see the inside, so colorful and tasty. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And